Hello everyone, my name is Jenny Smith. I'm an orientation intern here at the college. I'm a second year intern and I'm a junior. I hail from Conway, South Carolina. I major in English and minor in computer science, and I'm Asian Student Association's promotional manager and event coordinator, as well as a student worker at the uh, Multicultural Center, more specifically for the Office of the Multicultural Student Programs and Services, or MSPS for short. So today I'm going to walk you through my housing and dining portal, my student health, and OAKS. So first I'm going to go through OAKS because OAKS is a very important resource for students. It's kind of like where a lot of professors just put all their information for classes in. So I'm going to pull it up and just kind of show you some things. So this is our homepage, and you can see these are kind of like the courses that I'm in right now. They're the academic advising, diversity EDU, or that's the orientation intern training. So I'm going to actually use this as an example. So if I click on that, first of all, there's another way you can get to classes. If you just click on this, you can get through all the classes and kind of see what's going on. But so here you can see orientation intern training. So this is an announcement and news page. So professors can put news and announcements here and it'll show up here. There's also a calendar page. And so if your professor has assignments in to be due at a certain date, this will actually pop up here. If you scroll further, you have Google Apps, a voice thread, which some professors use it. It's just kind of you go over videos and you can voice over and add answers and questions to slides that your professor provides. And then content. So this is kind of like where your professor might put handouts, the syllabus, like a table of contents. And it's really helpful to just have access to this. You can look at and bookmark certain ones. You can kind of see when things are due. This is one of the really helpful. There's a thing called a class list. And if you click on that, you can bring up all your classmates. And it's really helpful if a student misses a day in class and they need to talk about notes and they don't know who to contact or they have no one, they can actually send out an email and be like, hey, hello, I missed class. Can anyone share the notes with me? And then grades. Some professors will actually upload, a lot of them actually will upload grades and here. So you can see what kind of grades you have due, like how are your grades so far, and that's really helpful. And then I'm going to go through one more thing that I find very helpful, and that is the profile notifications and all of that jazz here. So I know that I'm a little hidden, but if you click on your profile, which is here, and you go to notifications, you can go through notifications and you can set up some contact information and text message notifications, and then you can get instant notifications. So I have one set up for when I get feedback. I get an email when I get feedback for my assignment or when an assignment's due updated, and then I also get a text message and an email when something's due or the end date for it is 2 days away. And then content creator, I get emails. I get text message and emails for when a grade is released or updated, or when a quiz or an end date for a quiz is 2 days away. So that's super helpful. And also they have a little ad right here. So the Pulse app. So I really like the Pulse app as someone who does a lot of tech stuff. And it's super busy because I work with multiple different organizations on campus and I do a lot of things in my own free time with my art and things like that. I get really busy. And so this is really helpful because this is even more updates. It lets you know there's more announcements. So I would say download the Pulse app. Some people just prefer to have the emails and the text messages, and that's enough for them. I like the app plus the emails and the text messages so I never forget something. So it's really helpful and I would totally recommend it. Now, we're going back to the homepage. We're going to my housing and dining. So this is just where your student will go through to look at their housing and dining, especially in the future when they choose housing or dining. This is kind of where they go. It's really helpful. Kind of housing and meal plan application, kind of where they're staying, work orders, and this is also a really helpful part, the work orders. So if there's something that happens in your room, like the water is kind of really like the water, for some reason, water pressure is not right. You kind of go through a work order and you say, hey, this this, and this, and you explain what's wrong in the work order, and you just fill it out, and it's super helpful. And then they get back to you. So it's just, that's where you would go for anything like that. And then My Student Health. So My Student Health is just a really cool portal. You have to log in. Every single time you do it, it's really great. But welcome to My Student Health. So this is kind of where, if your student was to make an appointment, or you as a student were to make an appointment, this would be where you would do that. So there's just a little appointments button, and you can go through and you can do appointments starting at 9 at night the day before. So if you needed to go to Student Health, you would make that appointment the night before after 9, where they would when they open up spots. And you could do that. And then if you needed to, you could call in the next morning after 8:30ish, and you can make an appointment over the phone. I really like the digital appointment option, and I think it makes it easier, and it's very helpful. So I totally recommend keeping that in mind. So that is all for y'all. That's all for me today. Thank you so much for watching.